You fire off an urgent instruction to your team across town. A few minutes later, your phone buzzes with a quick thumbs up emoji. But there is a massive operational gap here. You have absolutely no idea if the job was actually done right or done at all. This happens constantly when growing businesses rely on the WhatsApp workforce model. Instead of dedicated systems, managers try to coordinate daily tasks using a decentralized mess of group chats, phone calls, and spreadsheets. When you have one store, this clean line of manual communication works well enough. But as locations multiply, checklists get pencil-whipped, records are forged, and the system becomes a tangled web of unverified data. The illusion of control collapses, leaving you stuck in an accountability vacuum. You cannot confidently scale your revenue or expand your footprint when the foundational daily operations of your business remain completely unverified. To solve this, we have to look at the digital SOP. A digital standard operating procedure is a technological framework that shifts workforce management away from passively recording data towards actively enforcing compliance. The first pillar of engineered accountability starts at the door. The system must establish a verified physical presence before a single workflow can begin. This system map details how NeoEngine replaces punch cards. The attendance and workforce node requires exact location and time tracking. It eliminates fraud by enforcing strict biometric facial recognition built into mobile devices with no separate hardware. This creates a completely frictionless biometric gate. Once they clock in, the employee is instantly locked into an accountable recorded state for their specific shift and their exact physical location. Because if your operating system cannot mathematically prove an employee is actually standing on site, there is zero guarantee they will execute their assigned tasks. Once they're on site, the focus shifts to operational action. For decades, businesses relied on thick paper binders to guide their staff. But a static binder sitting on a shelf cannot actively prompt a worker, and it certainly cannot enforce a standard. Compare how modern teams operate. On the left is a traditional paper clipboard. On the right, that static list transforms into a dynamic digital workflow. Each step requires specific user input to unlock the next. This introduces the concept of irrefutable proof. It takes that ambiguous thumbs-up emoji we saw earlier and replaces it with a mandatory digital sign-off. Look at the end of this sequence, the photo evidence gate. The workflow cannot be marked as finished until time-stamped photographic proof of the completed task is inserted, turning the gate green. That simple mechanism shifts operational compliance away from a delayed human audit and turns it into real-time automated enforcement. Now step back and look at this from the perspective of the business owner. Your frontline workers are suddenly generating a massive amount of verified, time-stamped data across multiple locations every single day. This comprehensive feature map shows exactly how that data is managed. A robust digital platform unifies separate functions: human resource records, payroll, daily task workflows, and attendance, pulling all 8 categories into a single stream of intelligence at the core NeoEngine hub. Here is the central dashboard. You get a real-time, mathematically verified view of multiple locations simultaneously, tracking exact metrics for tasks, attendance, and operational progress on this graph. Because data is accessible on a mobile device, you eliminate manual check-ins and management by guessing. Achieving that level of real-time visibility frees up your leadership. Managers stop running around as reactive problem solvers and become proactive operational strategists. Ultimately, this level of digital accountability directly impacts the economic reality of your business. Every operator eventually hits the scaling paradox. Attempting to grow a business through manual human effort creates a proportional and highly dangerous increase in operational friction, daily errors, and overhead costs. This graph illustrates the difference. Manual scaling shows overhead costs and error rates rising exponentially alongside revenue. By introducing digital standardization, you turn a human-dependent process into an automated machine. Your costs and errors flatline, while revenue scales upward. That automated consistency gives you the confidence to sign the lease on your next location. You know with absolute certainty that your foundational standards will be systemically enforced from day one. Mastering digital workflows provides the exact framework needed to push past local success and build a massive modern enterprise. You simplify operations, you improve accountability, and you scale efficiently.